Nshumurilia haritwone lya Jumapili tariki 24 mutini yo gatano na gatatu mwaka ne kirubere 2025 kwegena kwa neno watu reri tkoririgia na bego chinga kijiri chingia na bego ko kya mana murete ukoraigia KCTV eriane Boniface Ngeri ko kwarigania ase ayatikire Chinsa Ibere cyo butkubarero rero nkomanyari aberega kwenekwa ritkorera rero ko rwase rero bali abusi na boyo isko yabusi ko rero manchumurilia obenaiche wekomari
na yatekire chinga kiechi ime ya KCTV.
Mwanchumuriliani utochakira ayatekire Chinsa Ibere chiabo no botukobuna egati yebarahi korase liraba tindi wabuli Ochichamo asingencho yoko mustira omuske Fred Matiangi asiganga yae yokoriye kiro kyobora ibense anena sawa chori wana bulbasyo omwaka wechiri bibere 2025 abare yabo bakora omono muske omingo magara nigo bamochire egati abare ikora seliro balyagosi abo korengana barbo bale neganga yoko bagana abagusi bosyo chori wanene bulbasyo
ege karanzo keria Fred Tarengororo Fred Okengo Matiangi taringa asege karanzo keria na ende omuske Timothy Bosire bunare goteba buri no burimo igo ntagete gusaba abantu bamintase bare tunyare kurigereria erindegere abantu bari bonse bibachire kubotumeka gocha kubutukana negesaku tunyare kubagikeria oyo mobo kurugu Timothy Bosire bono iga kero monto enko chinkongo chonsipi na amanyete nga chibesa umuskoyo Timothy Bosire achieta agatumekaria ne chibesa charwete state house ase Kasongo na intutu atebire onde bwensi urachi kobanga nkotumekare kobutora neke egesa kugeito ntoigo chikomorigereri ntogo chikomwa maiso itogo chikodiri nere itogo chikokotebia abantu baitase bonse pibare onde bwensi otagete kobutora neke gusi egesa kugeito omonto yagikeriwe aseriwe na ende intutu atebirega amagendro gocha gusi taye veva William Ruto agotokorera aba gusi baito na uba akore biashara Kenya ngimake nkongo aba gusi baito na uba gwakana chitax kerase igo mugusi konyora amagendro tairas mage state house achuko sabera amagendro gagwenete gocha buna chinkongo chinde agocha igo ntegete kubate abantu baminto murayonde bwensi ogochiko tumekegesa kunga gokebomba amugokera state house aserieta ya magendro tuakani lakini tikatubwatira namo erindegere kuikirania ekerengere rieito 2027 erindegere Fred Matiangi agambe na William Ruto abe one time
engaki etu ahitu atabira ngaki omuguzi into isaine na enda abantu batwanchire otoro sabanga mwanya ketege mwesa se mwabeta ka kitoseka nabuya tubwa tumwana kitoko boko aba bago tungusa kuchimayaga so kutumka chipaya shikuru state house echi baba ibera bali okanya kitali ba ocho bacha wakala abantu chipaya manyinga chipaya shikuru abana bago somba bakwenda kwando fees na chibago chokutubagera sa abana bali siku bali batamatemo abama yako imuka batange kwangro asugere ketali Kenya Gazette legally ketali go exist in the Kenya administrative system ngaki ngoju wazi ndoketai oyo Timothy Bosire agenda abwate tara resign kuru ODM as a national treasurer nje gana ODM I resign and I'm now a proud party leader of People's Democratic Party fully supporting Okengo Matiangi as a president. You should come down at the Ajira. I'm not a year supporting Okengo Matiangi, not to tumeka abagosi, abe come abakobo chimwenari. Those go on to a candidate. Our birthright is that we also examine our Kenya, to a good Maria to Togambe, Kenya, Muskimati.
Tato mino na aba munara abe oikomo support. Ango ko kwali toke. Terigo minute ngoiro ya nero vere tato mino. Ango kereta likolie no gotira oruta kendense kwachora. Oyine arimeni tukobe ango yao. Lakini tata bwa gusi igakoruku Fred Okengo Matiangi. Oyine ratoko support ntu buna bagusi. Mo especially in Nairobi we are intact. Abantu baito bagusi na intundoro je moramo. Lakini go chakarero go chimotumu na mwato igure sauti yeito. Montonde bwensi ogokwana Matiangi igoro ya bobe igoro ya gusi. Origina ayo boraro komenya mpaka 2028. Yakori biasara bitu ko bigoro 2027.
Togo tiganayo omwanchwa omulira togo skabosoni go yole neganga yokurigekero kyobo MCA ase wodi ya Moticho omuske Bob John litkoria lero aba kagosabirwa na kuganiriwa amaya ase sabali ya gesiasa asomega okalekana ase kanisa ya Mariwa Pefa kakwana ase kanisa yo muske Bob John ni gabagania basaye yatanana amono botumeki wa Mariyo yogotinde na bigo ebinyewa unenchire yamo yokorenda amagimabo muri kito brani yanke yani Chinsa Ensa Ibere otore ni roboti rokobata
Nase kanisa ya Mariwa Pefa yigotoka imebunge ya South Mugirango asirit kuria rero uyore neganga yokurigegero kyo MCA asegwali ya Moticho Bob John abakago sabiro na kobekerwa okoboko busiweganga ya yokurigegero gekyo murubirio abagokoragwa na Bishop Wycliffe Andaro uyoro original Bishop ase county ya Kisii bakonyana na mokonyoye Bishop Absalom Nyamosi.
Na hii mafuta iko kwa Biblia. Sina Biblia? It is there. Nikaambiwa hivyo. Watoto hiyo mwaka wakapita. Mwaka wa pili wakasema wacha ile ilikuwa tu sio yake. Wacha sasa tuone. Atawekea watoto wetu mafuta. Wakianguka tunaenda tunammaliza. Tutaenda hapa tupige. Tukafanya hivyo. Watoto hiyo mwaka wa pili watoto walikuwa 87. Wale walipita kwenda university walikuwa 79. Hata mwezi piga makofi.
I want to thank the Pefa Church for the good work that you are doing to the community. I'm very humbled. I'm a product of Pefa because I attended Mariwa Secondary School. I'm also requesting Bishop in a very humble way. Ikiwezekana kama kuna vile kutaenda au watu wanatoka Nyakeke's place, mnaweza weka shule hapo na itafanya. So that the only thing we lack in this community is resources. But watu wako na akili na iko sawa. So hao watoto wako hapa, akili yao iko sawa, kila kitu iko sawa, ile challenge kidogo ya school fees na mambo mengine. So ndio maana tunataka hizi shule ziko hapa karibu zikuwe developed, watoto wetu wasome.
Nigo bona babwatani kurwase kanisa yega batogirie getambukiro kya pop gutangana Nyasaye asesegi yae asabona baruro kuboria buna nero biere kugendera kumutangana Nyasaye goika omwerio
nkwira ni ngambu yamo nasengenjo yo mheshimiwa oito Bob John uyurire getambukire kya kuimukia gutangana Nyasaye mutu asengenjo yesegi ya abwate munu mutu asengenjo go gikoboria chikura twamubekera mawako twamubekera samaka Nyasaye isabali ekerago chikonye chaka twamutigire Nyasaye murae amoe chisemi no bongaini na ndamo ogwanjerwa ekerago chigweta saba na inchi kubabori chikura erinde Nyasaye anyare koba okoa abana inchi omoyo mororo asegencho ko chikura nale komo advicinga tigatanga ni Nyasaye egeko geregenteke obochori Nyasaye okurwa barai narende kende jonsi arakore ainyure Nyasaye amutangani amubeke mutu yakogera Nyasaye nere omubibi byonse
kanisa twakire ngambu ya mono nganto mubwate sinande mono kegimanto tena monera sengencho yesabari yegachakire
na omwerio ya John ni garuro kuboria gochasa abantu bonsi kwenekya bunanko basabira barabasaye nabego kubaboria wetanga kurwase binyugwa byogotindia.
Kitu cha pili nataka kuambia tuombee watoto wetu isikuwe ni ulevi na vitu zingine. Juu wamekuja viongozi, kazi yao ni kupea vijana pombe na bangi. Nazindwa wao kwa nini wasitumie kwanza ndio waletee vijana wetu Kwa hivyo tuombee vijana, mambo ya madawa ipungue kidogo kwa sababu vijana ndio jamii.
Kuripoti ya Kisii Television kurega kanisa ya Marigwa yigotoka imegodi ya Moticho bunge ya South Mugirango County ya Kisii Njembran Nyankea.
Wancho muriria oino morikito Brian Nyanke ya ase oroboti ruto goskabosioni gomo wichinye gitari bwa rufa goserulo abana private hospital association of Kenya bono barure oboba oswarakiri oboba bwaye igoro yokunyora wichibesa obokina wekerengo kya madeni nabayo asikeri abagatuna no kubera ko bwasiko anene asobotenere basha igobona omobo bwarure okogosereria gosike kurero obunane igo abananchi barachi gotwara chinga kichin kongo asikeri bunani igo barachi kubetererwa orwa chibesa kya koboko eri konyora oboko rwo bwenia onye serikali tero kya kwimuka gatambukiro kya bwango eri komurekera enganiyo.
We are concerned about ongoing delays in reimbursement and the misleading transparency. Now, SHA is publishing a report of facility level reimbursements on its public portal. However, those figures without the disclosure of total claims submitted, approved, and the payout to claims ratio are misleading. It is our view as RUFA that the publication of payments without publishing total claims per facility is a tool for propaganda, and it is not a transparency mechanism. Since its inception in October last year, Kenyan hospitals have submitted claims worth 93 billion Kenya shillings to SHA, of which the private sector has submitted 60% of those claims. Faith-based facilities have submitted 11%, and public facilities have submitted 29%. So within that time, only 50 billion shillings, representing 53% of all SHA claims, has been paid. It is our view that the accumulated arrears of SHA, which as at today morning stand at 43 billion Kenya shillings, are a threat and a risk to the Kenyan health system. This amount of money, 43 billion shillings in debts within 9 months, is more than NHIF accumulated since the year 1966. We are extremely concerned, and unless something is done very rapidly, we think that the healthcare system faces imminent collapse. Therefore, while we uploaded the transparency, that transparency must not be used for propaganda. It must paint the full picture, and the full picture is that SHA is not collecting enough money to settle the claims that Kenyans are incurring when they go to hospital. Number two, on the issue of outpatient services at level 2 to level 4 facilities that the government has repeatedly said are free of charge, we as an association of private facilities support basic primary health care. We want that to be the case. However, non-payment of outpatient primary health, the one that has been said to be free, is going on in particular in the following counties. In the county of Mombasa, Kirinyaga, Embu, and Nandi. NHIF arrears, we have a presidential directive on the 5th of March 2025, which gave an instruction for immediate payment of NHIF arrears. There was a court case about the verification committee, and the High Court ruled that that committee, because it was outside SHA, is illegal. What we are now asking the minister, the president gave you instructions on 5th of March to pay facilities. Kindly, without any further delay, release money to pay facilities. As we have said, 43 billion is already owed by SHA. NHIF, before it was closed, was owing 33 billion. This is 76 billion Kenya shillings that are owed to all hospitals, whether private, public, or faith-based. This is money that these hospitals can no longer continue to sustain. Therefore, instead of using payments as propaganda, we ask the government to simply release the money in accordance with the presidential directive. Finally, the attacks on private sector must stop. Private sector is responsible for over 50% of healthcare services in this country. It is not possible that we can achieve UHC while every day all that we keep hearing from Ministry of Health and other government officials is private hospitals are fraudulent. private hospitals are corrupt. Yes, we support the fight against corruption, and we know that this is a current discussion in this country, but it must not be an excuse for the state to refuse to pay legitimate medical claims, and they should not be targeting of private sector. If you close all these private hospitals, where will Kenyans go?
Nchimaliria togoska bosioni gati ya babunge bwana bamuganiro muri Bensomuske William Ruto komurekera engana yubokurumi anene asogo chakera abarai abo bare angenere ababunga bo bakorawo osigati abo umuske Kaleba Hamisi umuske wathoni wa Mshumba abigo umuske Babo Owino nigo bamuganiro muri Bensomuske William Ruto komurekera engana yubokurumi ase ebikorwa igo bamuchira umuske Ruto asoko roko Australia igo yokorwania obokurumi chingaki abarai abo barasi serikali. We want to
release the people of Kenya out of the hands of Fanana. Na tuko tayari. Muko tayari? Niko mmesikia watu wakisema hapa kuna corruption kule bunge. Apostle, ninajua kuna wabunge wametoa hapa sadaka watakupea. I want to add my own money, 100,000, for you to buy this. Nataka hizi vitambaa ununue ile inatoshana na 100,000 na kupea leo. 349 ulete kule bungeni. 67 upeleke kule Senate. 300 upeleke kule judiciary. Amen. Alafu Apostle ununue 10,000 upeleke pale State House. Because hii mambo imetushinda, tunarudisha Mwenyezi Mungu. Hii mambo ya corruption we are returning on the altar of God. Wakuje kule bunge kwa sababu hatujui. Kila mtu anasema huyu ndio mwizi, ule mwizi zaidi anasema huyu ndio mwizi. Wamechanganya. We don't know who is who. Na sisi tunafuta ule mtu atupele. Tunasema Apostle, we have a tower of corruption that has been built in this country. Na hiyo tower, we want to know who is the contractor, who is the architect, who is the plumber, and who is the chief engineer, or who is the quantity surveyor, and who is the mechanical engineer. Kwa sababu huyo mtu ndio bado anatuimbia mambo ya corruption.
Wewe umekaa kwa kiti ya State House wakati wazazi wangu wakongwe na wale wengi ambao mko hapa mko na wazazi wenu wanaopewa pesa ya Inua Jamii. Hiyo pesa kutoka last week ilitumiwa wazazi wetu kwa M-Pesa. Nusu ya wale walikuwa wamepata pesa last year hawakupata last week. Walikuwa wanataka kuanza kulipa wazazi wetu kwa M-Pesa ndio wakule pesa ya wakongwe.
Unatuambia unataka umalize corruption. When you work as a president, you are surrounded by corruption. When you look on your right, you see grand corruption. You see the Ministry of Health paying money to non-existent hospitals. Wanalipa hewa on the right. When you look on the left, you see a graveyard of corruption. You see the Ministry of Education taking money meant for our children to go to school, our brothers and sisters. The computation meant for fees, they take that money. They pay to non-existent schools. Hewa imeenda. When you look at his back, instead of seeing the broad-based government, you see the broad-based corruption, BBC. Kiangalia nyuma yake unaona pesa kwa e-Citizen 40 billion imekulwa. Ukikuja mbele yake unaona a cemetery of corruption. Gavana wa Nairobi, instead of kudishi na county anadishi county, instead of kudishi na county anadishi county. Kwa hivyo rais, ili umalize corruption, you must start with your house. You must start with the people who are working with you on a daily basis. Lazima ushike wale ambao wanatembea na wewe. Tukikuangalia tunaona corruption sideways, mbele na nyuma. Maliza corruption, we want to see actions.
Wanchumulile bano maiga yokonyora orbo churu nigo tokenda omutumuko gwe kegeke tonyora imbachiro yeli tukori alero ningirane amonaenda mange wanchumulile toskale.
Embachiro gose omogeno gose egetendawire korwa Kisi TV amandegere yomogusi
ekero inkuragira omonwa nigo gotoratora ekero inkuragira omonwa nigo gotoratora ekero inkuragira omonwa nigo gotoratora okotogora guseri chibu tiyarare
yone mbachiro gosomogeno rero korwa Kisi TV amandegere yomogusi
eye Kisi TV amandegere yomogusi eye Kisi TV amandegere yomogusi
Karibu kwenye New Omari Timber. Tunakutambulisha kwa duka jipya la kipekee. Wauzaji wakuu wa mbao za mahogany kwa wholesale na retail. Na si kawaida, sisi ndio duka pekee mjini Kisii tunalouza mahogany original. Mahogany ya kweli iliyo imara, ngumu, ya kudumu. Pia tunauza mbao za aina zote kuanzia cypress, blue gum na nyinginezo. Pia tunauza milango ya kiwango cha juu ambazo ni solid na semi solid, T-doors na panel doors. Tunauza arc strip TNG, skirting, tiles za mahogany za floor, fascia boards zenye vipimo 8x1 na 10x1, bila kusahau cedar frames. Pia tunauza locks imara, frames za mahogany, MDFs, tiles, gypsums, fascia boards na vyote unavyohitaji kwa ujenzi na mapambo ya kisasa. Tupate leo kwenye mji wa Kisii, Back Street, karibu na Umoja Elimu Center. Wasiliana nasi kupitia nambari ya simu 0714520150. New Omari Timber, imara kama mahogany.
eye Kisi TV amandegere yomogusi aya na yatekire chinga kiechi ime ya Kisi TV
ya kima omwancho murelia ase okoba amonentu togenda muna yatekire Chinsa Ensa Ibere chabano tukoni gotokwanga omubunge omokoro ola Laikipia North Moske Matthew Lembrukel Okure Moske Lembrukel niga asiria obwaye mambya iritkolia lero asinyegitali enene ya Kenyatta National Hospital awe asaberega tangire eliokonyora obugweni amaiga yogotigirwa chingoma chimbek maiga oroboti nigo eamate ya motebrinya gosira koba omurai oyubwerwete ase gokorera abananchi emirimo ase bete omubunge Laikipia North egati omwaka w'ekirubire 13 oiko omwaka w'ekirubire 15 Togo tigana yo mwanchu muriria niga abonchiria abakora bonchire babo asoboka tagati osase chisemo chia Kima district asoboka tagati bomochi o Nairobi bagendete korokia obo wabo asege kore ase abasaria babete bagosaga na chiduka abasiba bete bagikirania obosari obonena na koiba egati yenibo iga abonchiria abo norabo babere bakomochia abanyimbo asokomocha gotingia oborende anene ase chinsemecho.
Kuna thugs waliingia hapa ndani. Sisi tulikuwa tumetulia tu. Mimi nilikuwa na clan, wengine walikuwa na clan. Tulikuwa na clan almost all of us. Vile walikuja wakaanza kufanya vitu za mafanya, wamevunja everything, clans wakakimbia. Today hata tutafanya anything because of them. Unaona tulifaa vile tulikuwa najua. Tulifaa at the end of the day tutoke na kitu. Sasa ona saa hii tumetoka hata bila anything. Hao watu wote unaona vile hapo wanafuaka. Sasa tuambie next day tutafanya nini? Kama hapo katikati ya town pale kila mtu yuko na security iko. Tunaweza fanywa hivi katikati ya town pale everything sisi tunajua tuko secure. Watu wanaingia tu wanakuja wanafanya vitu kama hizi. We expect government to protect. Ona kitu tunafanyikia the innocent people like this.
Kwa duka mimi mfanyikazi nimeandikwa. Nikasikia watu nje wakisema one time. Sasa nasimamanga karibu hapa kwa mlango. Kidogo wakaingia. Mmoja akanishika shingo kininyonga na akanishikia kisu. Wengine wakarudisha milango yote wakafunga na wakaingia ndani. Na mangunia wakaanza kutoa vitu. Nikawauliza nini, wakaniambia wewe tulia. Na wakaanza kutoa vitu. Sasa mimi bahati mzuri nilikuwa na simu yangu mkononi. Ndio nikapiga simu. Sasa vile wamesikia nikipiga simu ndio wameanza kutoa vitu nje. Bati wameninyonga sana. Walikuwa wamenishikia mpaka kisa. Wakatoa vitu wakafunja zingine wakirusha nje, zingine wakibeba. Mimi kama mwanamke wamenitishia maisha. Wananinyonga, wananishikia kisu. Wako watu kama 8 kwa duka na wamefunga milango yote. Menjifunika kabisa, huwezi jua mtu ni macho unaona, na wako na mask. Walikuwa na visu.
We have been to Central Police. We have reported this matter 3 times. We have 3 OBs. Now what happened this morning, she sent goons, young men about maybe 20 or 30. They came into the shop, they broke in, they stole things. And yeah, that's what has happened.
Nebano wekira uno twekira omwerio wa yatikire Chinsa Ibere cha obotkuware ready na Boniface Ongeri tumerende chikoraga Chinsa nyecho obotkuware.
Aya na yatikire chinga kiechi ime ya Kisi TV. Aya na yatikire chinga kiechi ime ya Kisi TV. Kisi TV amandegere y'umugusi. Kisi TV amandegere y'umugusi. Ine noganeti koraria ebiasara biao emiyega gose okoraria kugo kwagwetera Kisi TV gose noganeti tugakire chibicha gose kubwata chi video chimeyega buna amatanga chinyange chi birthday baby showers chi anniversary gose video shooting ya matera ne chingero chionse amona live streaming yemeyega yao twakire esimi boigo nabo gutarira chiabisi chitu cha KCTV echo chire ensemo ya nyanchwa enchira iguru skuru ya Naps gotira gochia Ekerore kogoika Olive Grove Avenue soa ime nigo turege itagia kabere korwa Ebara KCTV nero umusanyo ase biashara. KCTV amandegere y'umuguzi
ine aino mwebuli